really good defense, play a really solid game, go toe-to-toe with Matthew Stafford.
So he doesn't have to win necessarily, you're saying. He just has to go toe-to-toe with the Rams.
Well, I mean, they certainly need to win for the division. I'm just talking about Sam Darnold personally, what I want to see from him.
He got an opportunity to make Stephen A. stop talking about them last 2 damn games in Minnesota, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what this about for me. This is so when every time we say something great about Sam Darnold, Stephen A. can't be like, oh, wait.
You remember when they poured water
on him and everybody was jumping around?
He's still gonna do it. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like at some
Regular
point,
season.
This is the only reason I want Sam to play well, so we can just change Stephen A.'s argument.
But they were the #1 team on his A-list this week.
You know, can we do that, Stephen A? If he wins this week, can we stop talking about the last 2 games from last year?
Nope. And let me tell you why. Because I'm gonna tell you why, Mina. Because when did he lose? They were 14-2. He lost the season finale with the #1 seed on the line and lost the playoff game. Y'all coming to me in week 10. What's wrong with y'all? He got 8 weeks to go. I mean, I want to see him do it then. What I'm saying to you is that I'm looking for him. You understand, with a division crown on the line. I'm looking for him with a playoff game on the line. That's when I will sit up there. When he does it in those moments, I'll let it go. By the way, strange thing, because Mina, you brought up something statistically. When tied or trailing, the brothers got like 11 touchdowns, just 1 interception, balling out with a 137 passer rating. When leading, he's worse. 67% completion, 6 touchdown passes, 5 interceptions, 99 passer rate, taking 5 sacks. I don't know what that's about. I'll leave that to y'all. What I'm trying to say to you is this. What you gonna do when it counts? Now, this game is important. This game is important, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna tell you why it's important. Nobody should want to go to Seattle to play a playoff game.
Hell no.
You don't want to go in those confines and play a game on the road in Seattle. Nobody should want that, okay? And Seattle, obviously, they've shown they can take their show on the road and do their thing. But when it comes to Sam Darnold specifically, we all know that there are moments. And moments is what determines your cachet. What do you do when it's time? And it ain't time yet. But it will be. It will be.
Bro, you're ridiculous, big bro.
I'm just being fair. I'm just being fair. Somebody got to be fair.
I think, I'll turn it serious here. Like, I do think it's fair to say.
I was serious.
Probably his own self-confidence. You know, like there's the reality that it fell short at the end of last season. And so I think for that quarterback, I'm sure that he wants to go out and have that performance so he feels that it's washed of the past. And also, like, Stephen A's joking around a little bit with it. I know he's being like, there's also the teammate thing. Like, the teammates know how it ended last year. And so I'm sure that there's people within their locker room that want to see Sam go ball out and light it up. And we as a team have a quarterback that can go head to head. So I do think that's a fair thing to say. I thought the way that Stephen A talked about it last year was unfair, but I do think that there's just that
It was not unfair.
Self-belief.
But it's not about but that's not about last year, in my opinion. It's about his entire career. It's about that needing to prove at every step you are continuing to get better as a player, but also as the leader of team and a team that can count on you in the most important.
Yeah, it's another
moment. This is
obstacle.
This is his first opportunity in Seattle to do that.
Yes, coming off a season high free turnovers.
Where was he drafted? What was it?
Third overall in the Jets.
Overall pick. Okay, this brother ain't no 6th rounder. The #3 overall pick. We've been waiting. Last year was the closest we got to that. Okay, and we were raving about him for the first 60 games. Wow, damn, we see it. This is miraculous. I mean, way to go, Sam. Damn right. And you ain't deserve his money. He played on a 1-year, $10 million contract, and he ultimately got some money. But we were looking at him, let's go. And then Detroit came.
Way to go.
And then LA came.
But to be fair, the Jets, I mean, what do you call the Jets? The definition of the Jets is football.
No, I'm talking about last year with Minnesota, Shay. Last year with Minnesota. I'm saying that was the moment.
On one
You're
game.
ridiculous.
One game, though, we're talking about. Okay, Lamar Jackson.
Comes Devontae. For a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame, this is so easy. Look at the space I've created, the displacement to the defense. Easy. What if we want to drop back or a chunk play? So tight end, tight end, tight end. So now I've spread the defense out. This looks like a pass concept. I help in protection with the chip. And now I get this big in. I lift coverage to Devontae, a Hall of Famer, and then a check down. Stafford's like, I've run this 8,000 times in my life. Easy throw. But in a run personnel, I get a huge chunk. Down in the red zone, there's those 3 tight ends again. A little bit different formation. Here comes Stafford. Here comes the toss, right? Defense, you got to go take the toss away. That defense end's like, I got to get down the line of scrimmage. Nope. And again, here's this. Look at this. This is an easy read. It's an easy read. I'm not getting touched. With these run personnel groupings, they're getting these chunks. And so the challenge to a defense is, so everybody knows at home, when the defensive coordinator, play gets done, sees the Rams are in 13 personnel.
They've got to be running.
So they've got to put a personnel on the field defensively that can handle that run. And so that's the reality is I got to handle the run. There's this little short motion. Look at this zone group just flow all the way across.
Dan,
so
can I ask, how often do you see one running back, 3 tight ends on the field in a typical game for other teams?
Yeah, not a ton. That's not necessarily. But I'll tell you this, both of these teams, it's going to be a huge part of what they do this week.
Seahawks do it too.
That's why I love it. And so as a defense, Will knows this, you sit there and go, okay, well, we got to have the bodies on the field to handle the run.
Yes.
Because they can run out of that 13 personnel. But then those bodies that you put on the field to handle the run, they're not really equipped to handle the pass because they're bigger bodies, they're D linemen, they're linebackers. And then that's when you get these guys in space and you're like, man, this is a very difficult unit to defend. Last thing I'd say is this. Stafford turns 38 the day before the Super Bowl. So he's 37 years old. He's the number 1 quarterback in the NFL on bootlegs or keepers in completions and touchdowns, and he's 4th in yards.
Last week, we hyped up Packers-Eagles as a preview of the NFC Championship game, and that was all about the powers of the NFC, the powers of the NFC. Is this the preview of the NFC Championship game? Seahawks and Rams? Do you feel like it's got that kind of gravity to it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, somebody said it in the first hour in their opening statements. I think it's a hell of a take. Like both of these teams,
They had a comp,
you put them comparable side by side. Both have top 10 defenses. Both have top 5 offenses. Both have top 5 wide receivers. Both quarterbacks are playing amazing. So when you look at the NFC West right now in this game, this is absolutely a preview in my mind of the NFC Championship.
Okay, now let's look at the picks here. We see 2 coins at the bottom here, Will and Taylor. Do we have coins here on the table?
We do need a coin.
There's one behind.
It is 2025.
Is it right here? We actually have 2 of them.
This game's a coin flip game.
Let's
love
do
both teams. I hope we get a great game. Great
Look to this
preview of the
camera
NFC
here.
Championship.
Okay, look to those cameras and let's.
Are you calling it in the air? Who's who?
Why are we flipping 2 coins?
Let's go heads.
Because we have different picks.
We're different people.
You're not a group.
Same bus.
I think heads are Rams and Hawks.
I thought you were like Millie
are
Vanilli.
tails.
Nice.
Hawks, tails,
Okay.
Rams, heads.
You go first.
Hawks
Rams
or
or
tail?
heads?
Hey, boys, ain't no curses.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good.
Oh, that's a good one.
Spin.
I wish we had the close up on
That's
that.
an elite.
Seahawks. Sammy D. JSN.
Yo, that's an elite flip right
That
there.
was next.
Taylor, move on.
There's no beating that.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm also going to Seahawks.
Seahawks!
I'm also going to Seahawks. It was tough for me. I know. Dude,
That flip might have just lost them the game.
Yeah. No.
Hey, but your flip was so good. Mine's canceled out. Now we're
Do we
back
have a
to
graphic that
50-50
can
game.
like flip that coin to a Seahawk? No,
Yeah.
maybe next segment. We're gonna get
That
it.
was a Friday Night Lights type of spin.
That was it. That was good. In the parking lot, I saw that in the gas station.
Yeah, well, it was brought to my attention during the commercial break. But the fact that there's 3 teams getting together at a gas station and flipping a coin,
Only in Texas.
Yeah, only in Texas.
just watched Landman as well, so I'm all in.
Great show.
I'm all in.
Billy Bob Thornton.
No, for sure.